Hello and welcome to Be Here Now, where presence invites perspective and allows peace. We are live on WGSN-DB Going Solo Network Radio. I'm trying to remember, Silverio. All the call signs. There we go. NewStreamingNetwork.com, WGSN-DB Going Solo Network Radio, TV, and podcast. Today's topic, the journey home. A sacred initiation into the legacy stage with our very special guest, Elohi Magdalena Rosa.
Yay!
Back to the show. I am here. I am Judy Forder, and I am here with my co-host in peace, Miss
Janice Leonard. Hey, hi everybody. Thanks so much for being here. I'm so glad to have you. Judy and I, we do this every week. We just try to share our journeys into well-being, into happiness and love. And we share tools, and we've got an incredible tool. I don't know if that doesn't sound like a compliment, but incredible woman here today. Who's going to share some incredible information. And we are part of a 501c3. We have a website, www.peacefulempowermentworks.org. And as part of 501c3, there's a donate button on the top and one on the bottom. If you're able to give, that's great. Also, just share, like, and subscribe, and that would be a great way to support us. And I think I was thinking one more thing I had to say, and I've forgotten.
You covered all the ways that they can help and support the show.
So okay, I think you know what I forgot? My favorite part. Because we are trying, and one of my particular goals is to be more present or to be here now. And that's where we get that part of the title from.
There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. Elohi, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much. It's so good to be here. So grateful. Yeah, this is just perfect timing for everything that we're going to speak about today.
Yes, I agree. It was in the pregame. I was telling Elohi, it seems like because this is your third time on the show.
Yes.
It seems like the universe brings you to me every time I have this hump to get over. Give me that last good push. But before we get started, Janice, would you like to ring us in?
Oh, definitely.
All right, everybody take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Out through your All right.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yes.
So it's funny. In the pregame, we never talked about the format of the show. The last time you and Pamela were on, I was sick and everything. You had such
Oh, that's right. Yes.
We just gave the whole show to you. Well, since then, Janice and I are like, anybody who finds us now, we don't need to ease them in with happy stories and things like that. So we've just been diving right into it.
Okay.
So we're going to dive right in to you.
Sounds good.
Janice, would you like to read her bio? Elohi's
I'm afraid
for our listeners.
I didn't practice it this time. Hang on. You're going to have to put it up. Go ahead. You do it because now I can't find it.
Okay. All right. Elohi Magdalena Rosa is the voice, alchemist, spiritual mentor, and channel of the Magdalene Rose Grail, guiding healers, truth bearers, and divine feminine anchors across the threshold of divine human embodiment. That's what I feel like I feel like sometimes I'm drug across the threshold.
I feel that too sometimes for myself.
Rooted in the Isis Sophia Magdalena stream of Cosmic Mother, she transmits sacred sound and wisdom teachings as medicine for the remembering soul. Oh, I love that. She is a best-selling author of Unmasking Your Soul, a transformational journey of truth, light, and healing, She co-facilitates Sisters of the Rose retreats on sacred lands and tends the altars of Eden, a sacred line of anointed offerings designed as portals to the divine self. Elohi is now gathering her beloved community on Substack at the Rose Grail, at in parentheses the @ the Rose Grail, where she shares transmissions, soul teachings, and invitations into covenant with those called to walk this path. We have your contact information down there. We also have another slide with it at the end. So,
Awesome.
yes, Elohi, you do a lot of wonderful, amazing things.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, you sent a beautiful write-up of what we can expect on the show today. And, you know, we've already talked in the pre-show that we go wherever it's guided. But let's start with, you know, your beautiful topic that you sent me. Elohi was like, how about we talk about the journey home, a sacred initiation into the legacy stage? I'm like, great. That sounds amazing. What the hell does any of that mean? So I feel like we can pick up from the last time you were on the show. You were on the show in December, and so much has happened for you since then.
Yes. Yeah. So I was guided to call it that because I feel we're all on a journey home. And to me, the home frequency is divine love. And I distinguish that from human love. There is this, if you want to think about it as a beacon that calls us home to the truth of who we are, and it happens through the heart. It's the portal. And I've been on this journey since 2003. So it's been about 23 years now. And I've gone across many thresholds, but since really my last event was December 6th. I had no idea I was going to be going through 5 months of this emptying out. That was my last event, and I was already feeling the energies. Even in that event, I remember I had really bad pain in my right heel, in the masculine side, which I didn't know where it was coming from. But I still held my channel. And then after that, my guide said, you need to take some time for yourself. And it turned out to be 5 months worth. I had no idea. And there were many messages, but I call it my legacy stage because I feel that I've been working towards this all my life of, you know, really deepening more. And not that I wasn't doing the work that I was meant to do. I straddled two worlds for a long time, the corporate and the spiritual work. But I finally let go of the corporate back in, I think it was January of 2024.
Okay.
And, you know, because I was guided to really anchor in the work that I was here to do. But these last 5 months have probably, you know, I've been through many intense initiations where for me, it has always been very physical. And now I understand why. So my connection to the Magdalene lineage, the name that I carry now, Elohi Magdalena Rosa people, my birth name is Eileen Santos. And then I was given another name, Anomani. And now I hold this Elohi Magdalena Rosa. And really, I had to be ready to receive the name because it is connected to the lineage of the rose. And that's that's what was birthed through these 5 months of, you know, sometimes not being able to get out of bed. And people would say to me, well, why is it so physical for you?
That was going to be my question.
And it always has been very physical. And what I was told was that many of us, including myself, have been very disconnected from our bodies. For me, part of the reason was that I didn't feel safe in my body. You know, I had remembrances of different lifetimes where I was persecuted. So I didn't trust being in my body. I didn't trust humanity. I didn't trust the earth. There were so many layers to this whole body thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the part that came in during these 5 months is that, in the Magdalene lineage and a lot of ancient civilizations, the mystery schools, the focus was on bringing the divine into the body, embodiment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the stage that I feel humanity is really stepping into. There's a couple of things with this new era, but part of it is really reconnecting with your body in a different way that perhaps you haven't. And I think I put on a lot of filters, a lot of things in place in my energetic body because I didn't really want to feel.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm so empathic and sensitive. And I remember as a child that it was too much for me. There were times when, as an adult, where I walked into a room and I was paralyzed in pain because I could feel the pain of everyone in the room. Because to protect myself, I think I started disconnecting myself from really listening to what my body was trying to tell me. And so, of course, you always get the lesson of the things that you're avoiding. And I was forced to, have downtime. And the message I got was, forget about everything you have believed to be true about yourself. And you need to take this time for you. And it's all self-care. You need to drop everything. So I had to drop everything. I basically said to people, I'm not going to be taking on any more clients right now. I really need to focus on taking care of my body.
Mm-hmm.
And, I did a physical move last year from PA, Pennsylvania, where I had lived for 21 years, to Maryland. And then in February 3rd, I got a message, you need to move from where you're living. And and my dear soul sister and I were supposed to do a retreat, and we had to cancel that. We just were going through so much with the body that there was no way we could have held space for women. And we were supposed to go to France.
Right.
It just, we planted the seeds for it. We were supposed to do that. But our bodies physically just weren't in the state of being able to travel and to hold space for people. And we knew that it was okay. It will be another time. So it's been a deep, I during this time, I've gotten some very profound messages from like Isis, who's been one of my guides, and from Mary Magdalene and Yeshua and Divine Mother frequency. I think of, however you relate to Divine Mother, Isis is Divine Mother, Sophia is Divine Mother, Mother Mary, like there's so many different beings that hold that frequency.
Mm-hmm.
But that this is it is the new era we are stepping into, where that Divine Mother, people talk about Divine Feminine, but I'm here to speak about Divine Mother because I'm a vessel for that frequency. It is a movement from suffering into grace. And Divine Mother is the one who holds the template for grace. And when I think about grace, I think about a container for divine love, compassion, forgiveness, tenderness, all the things that, I want to say a frequency of mother, the mother frequency that brought us here. She wants to tend to her children, and we are her children. And that's what I have felt through this deepening into, like, wow, she is so present here because she's concerned about her children. And we are all her children. And Isis gave me the message that this would be the deepest initiation that I would be going through, and that I would really feel it physically, because my body, our bodies hold trauma in so many different ways, right? Our fascia and our nervous system. And I started to experience numbness in my hands. And I knew that my nervous system was shot because it was so intense of what I've been going through. And not just from now, but even last year when I was moving, and even before that with my channeling, I was feeling my nervous system really being dysregulated. So in my new body of work, which I don't think is really new, I see it as ancient, modern, and future, all converging into the space of the vessel that I'm being called to be. And what came through was that the body is the grail. And so I called my new Substack channel the Rose Grail. The rose, I think of it as both the divine love frequency, but the rose also has thorns. And so we have to be able to meet our shadow, right? From that loving place, from that mother frequency, like tending to all these parts of you and loving them no matter what they think they've done or not done, right? Yes. The thoughts that come in and try to convince us like, oh my God. And like, no, you're not those thoughts. And you don't have to shame yourself. And you get to a place where you can be the witness, the companion, which are the words that are coming in for me, beloved companion, to all these parts of you that just, they want to come home, but they're scared, right? They're afraid for whatever reasons, you know, connections to ancestral beliefs, karmic lessons you're here to learn. Because this is an earth school and we agreed to be here.
We did.
And what a time to be alive. Despite what is happening out there, I just want to say to everyone listening or who will listen to the replay, I am so hopeful, because in these 5 months and in the 23 years I've been on this journey, I have always been taken care of, always. And if you can anchor yourself in that you're not alone on this journey, and we all need support, including myself, you will always be taken care of. And I've gotten so many confirmations of that throughout my 23 years, and especially in these last 5 months, times when I was ready to give up, like, yep, this is too hard. Did I really sign up for this? You know? And then all of a sudden I would get this message like, yes, you came for these times. You love humanity so much that you were willing to take on all these garments, right? And I talk about the garments, these coats, they're aspects of our human personality that we take on when we descend into this human body.
Yes.
And I have asked my guides, like, you know, why do we not remember, right? Like who we are. And at least for me, the answer was, you wanted it that way because you wanted to know what it really feels like to be human and to experience, right? So you can be relatable, so you can share stories because you've been through it too. Yes. And of course, that makes us more relatable when we're here to share wisdom and to mirror to others that the wisdom is already within you.
Yes. Yes. They're like, ooh, say that again. Where is the wisdom?
It's within you.
It's already within you.
Yeah.
I love that. I have one question that popped up through all that, and I'm wondering if anybody else has it. You said it's different than the divine feminine energy, the Magdalene mother energy. How is it different?
Well, I think I experience the divine mother energy as the container.
Okay.
and divine feminine lives within that
Within.
container.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and when I received my name Elohi Magdalena Rosa, I was reluctant to use it for about 2 years. I didn't feel worthy of it. I was like, well, I don't, and I had to really do some work. And it turns out I had some work to do specifically around my relationship with Mary Magdalene and my connection to her. There was some mother and divine feminine, I think, mistrust sometimes of the sisterhood, because I had been stabbed in the back by relationships. And specifically, I'm speaking about feminine, relationships. But I can feel this mother container, which is this, she holds the blueprint of grace. And when I think of grace, this is what I was told. Grace doesn't require you to force anything. Grace, right, brings it to you. So the divine feminine has been described as a very magnetic energy. And I feel that that's what grace holds, that as we, and it doesn't matter if you're in a feminine body or masculine body or whatever, we have both. And so you need both to work together. In the Magdalene lineage and a lot of these ancient civilizations and mystery schools, they taught you how to embody both of those parts of you in what they call the sacred marriage or the hero's gamos and all these different terms that are used. To me, it's a sacred union that happens. And I am a weaver as well. I see it through Isis as she weaves energy, because you can't see your, maybe some of you can see your blueprint, but your blueprint is all sacred geometry. So shapes, right, that come together. They're held together through sound. And when I'm channeling, and this is what I was shown, it's like the beings that are channeling through me are playing the keys that correspond to specific sacred geometry in your blueprint. And so it's either helping you restore something that's distorted, that's out of alignment. So there's a restoration, a recalibration that happens. And then there's activation so that more of your gifts can be present. And I don't know why I went into that whole thing, but I was seeing the vision of like the blueprint, because that's part of my connection. So Elohi is connected to Elohim. And in some traditions, Elohim is the word used for God, for source. It's certainly my connection to source, but it's also my connection to, I want to call them the Elohim elders, the ones who are responsible for the architecture. And we all carry divine architecture within us. And what I'm doing in my work is the frequency is playing the keys of your architecture.
I love that. And I think this is a great place for us to take a break, because you said there will be a sacred initiation today.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. So we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Be Here Now, where presence invites perspective and allows peace. We are talking about the journey home, a sacred initiation into the legacy stage. I love that so much, the legacy stage, with our special guest, Elohi Magdalena Rosa. Before we left for commercial break, we were talking about initiations. So can you explain to our viewers and our listeners what it is you have planned for us today for this initiation?
Yes. And I don't know like what's going to come in. I was feeling the Magdalene energies and the Divine Mother frequency. So we're just going to let them come through. So what you can expect is I'm going to go into my channel and there'll be song, sound, light language. I do have a crystal bowl here. I brought my F note, which is heart chakra, for those who know about the chakra system. And, there's usually like an arc that they take you into. I'm sure there'll be some frequencies to maybe help release anything that may be in the way of a deeper connection with your heart. That's what we're going to focus on today. You may experience other things. And then there's usually some level of, I want to say, lifting your frequency, which would be more initiatory to a higher state of whatever. Again, this is all being guided by your own soul. I'm only the channel and the vessel for these frequencies. You give your acknowledgement through your soul to receive, and you receive whatever it is that's in your highest. And that's the intention that I always hold for these different channelings and transmissions.
Awesome. Excellent. Okay. So how do we prepare?
Yeah, well, I'll take you through some breathing, but I wanted to ask, so how much time do I have, just so I can, tell my guides to like tap me?
We have about 15 minutes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So there is a galactic consciousness called Ishtar. I feel them knocking on my door. They do want to come in. They're kind of like the conductor of the symphony that happens through me. My voice is going to change a little bit. So I'm just going to invite all of you that are watching or listening to close your eyes now as I prepare to go into the channel. We're going to walk you through some breathing, and then we'll see what happens. All right. And while I'm going into this space, you can just allow your breath to move through your body, just letting it move through, anchoring more deeply where you are. Hello, beloveds. It's wonderful to be here with you. We're so grateful for this space, for this time, for this love that is always present, even if you're not aware. We invite you now, beloveds, to take some deep breaths with us. Your breath is the gateway and the doorway to the source that is always present within you, even in moments when you feel it is not. That presence is always there, and it happens through your heart. Your heart is the portal and the gateway, and the breath is the catalyst. For the breath brings you into the present moment, where you can be a pure, open vessel. Your body is the vessel, it is the grail. So let us take some breaths together to open that space for you and for all. So you're going to breathe in through your nose and then exhale out slowly. So breathing in and then out. And everything with energy, frequency begins with intention. Affirm to yourself whatever it is that you want to hold underneath this. Affirming that, and we are going to affirm for all, that we're opening this space here. Divine Mother, Divine Father, Source, universe, whatever resonates with your soul and your being, that this is a sacred and safe container for you to open, to release, to receive, to surrender, to allow, to trust in your own soul to guide your experience. That your breath is the gateway for that. And we anchor that through your heart space, through the guidance of your oversoul that guides all the aspects of your being in this now and in all nows. That you are anchored in pure divine love, and that you are held in this sacred container of divine love, of grace, of compassion, of tenderness, that you may hold all the parts of you in that space. And we're going to take 2 more breaths, and then we're going to open the space for Elohi to allow the frequencies to come through her being, through your own higher aspects, guided by your oversoul, to guide how you receive, where you receive, and what is meant to be explored, discovered within you. So breathing in again, and out. And one more time. Breathing in. And letting your breath flow naturally as you are meant. Let your breath guide the pace of what you are meant to receive. Bringing your awareness into your heart. And if it helps, you may place your hands there to bring your consciousness present into this now, through the heart, using your breath to guide your consciousness. And we open this sacred container. Just imagine that through your heart, there is a disc of light opening, a golden disc of light. And that golden disc of light is expanding out all around you and opening up like a pillar of light, golden light, your own temple, your own being, your own pace, your own receiving. And this golden pillar of light expands all around you. And just with intention, you're expanding it up, up, up into the cosmic heart. And down, down, down into the heart of Mother Earth Gaia. We ask the Divine Mother frequencies to hold you above and below. Divine Source, all that is, supporting you in this now and in all timelines where you exist. Your heart is the portal and the convergence point for all that you are. And we want you to Feel, imagine, sense, see if you can. Don't force anything, just allow it. Let yourself feel the presence of this golden light. As Divine Mother, Cosmic Mother begins to send a shower, her living waters from above your head, and Divine Mother Earth begins to send emerald green and ruby red rays of light up through your feet into your body. Cosmic Mother and Earthly Mother converging in your heart, in your being, weaving, radiating like a figure eight, back and forth, back and forth. Many figure eights weaving together as sacred geometry, as frequency. Beloved Isis, she has shown Elohi that the blueprint of grace is 8 figure eights woven together in a circle. Imagine that, see it or feel it or just sense it opening in your heart now. We're calling forth the frequencies of the Magdalene of the Rose, of Divine Mother, that rose through time and space. As that lineage gathers around you, your ancestors coming into this sacred space, forming circles and circles around you as we invite all the many angelics, galactics, elemental, earthly beings of light to come into the space in the highest and purest light of creation. And there is an ancestor from your lineage stepping forward, standing before you, that carries a message for you, something for you to release through your heart space. Just imagine, sense, or feel a connection from that ancestor into you, from your heart into their heart into your heart. That circle of grace, of those infinity symbols, beginning to rotate in the center of your heart. The image of the rose around that, those frequencies weaving together. As we bring some sounds into your heart, into the heart of your ancestor and all those gathered. There's something wanting to open more deeply in your heart, but something needs to be let go and honored. And so we do that now. Just letting it flow. Ya he ya ne na he na 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 na. Ya ha he ya na he na na na. Elai kotuasi konetai. Uane kono ate oshe konetai tata. Nai shono tati ane kono. Na setu na ekote oshe tu na. Ale tutu setu deshanetai. Nishakikwane udasikare tate. And different beings of light stepping forward to support you as you release and open your heart. What releases in you releases in your ancestry. For some, it may seem there's something there, an object, something, and you're just giving it to these beings as they bring their frequency and vibration into your heart and into the heart of your ancestors and the one that is standing before you, connected to all of your ancestry, connected to all the parts of you that have been holding whatever this is for many lifetimes, releasing it now. Elaero sani koronati shatinate, yane tua seronati shati. Ilaye sutiare sutishati. And breathing into your heart space, bringing your awareness into your body, into your being, into your heart. As that circle of grace continues to rotate in your heart, embedded in this beautiful rose, taking you deeper into you and higher into you. And there's a beautiful flower opening in the center of your heart. See if you can tune in to its color, its radiance, its grace. It is a gift from Divine Mother, especially for you. Everyone's flower is different. The shape, its color, its radiance. Connected to the fabric of your being, to the architecture of your divinity. Part of your blueprint, of the soul that you have always been and that you came here to be. Let that flower speak to you through your senses. It is opening, it is imprinting, it is activating. A part of your heart that has been waiting for this moment. Just allowing for what needs to be to come forth as it is meant to. Let it radiate its pure love to you in whatever form it wishes to. Just allowing and receiving.
Oh my goodness, I think Silverio's going to cut us off.
I'm so sorry.
That was beautiful. Oh,
as we come into this space of closing the sacred container and breathing into your heart. Peace and blessings, beloved. Peace and blessings.
that's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Whew.
Whew. Thank you so much. We're sorry we have to race out.
It's okay.
That was beautiful.
Wow.
We will post your contact information in the comments underneath the show. Elohi, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you. It's been an honor and a pleasure.
Yes, I want to thank
Thank
everybody for choosing to be here now with us. Please always remember.
You're not alone.
And don't ever forget, you're awesome. We'll see you next week. Thank you.